What is tissue? Our first question is, what is tissue? Anybody will answer? You can also send me message, dear students. Yes, Jaya, speak. The tissue is a group of specified cells or specific cells. Tissue is the group of cells. We can also say that it is a family of similar cells. Right? How tissue is made up of? The next question. How the tissue is made up of? We can understand with the help of diagram. It is a one cell. And this cell gets divided by the cell division. In the 10th standard, you will clearly understand what is cell division and how the cell divides, right? The cell divides into two cells. This is a parent cell and these are known as the daughter cells. When these daughter cells further divided into their daughter cells, and again we follow, this again got divided into the two, and at last there are number of daughter cells in a group. When the number of daughter cells come into a group, it forms tissue. Means one cell got divided into the number of cells and the structure is formed is called tissue. Hope I am clear about the definition and explanation of the tissue. And in this diagram, in this chapter, we will understand the types of tissue, that is types of tissue, that is two types. Two types of tissue. These two types of tissues are, number one, we will study these tissues in plant tissue, and number two, we will study in animal tissue. Number one, plant tissue, and number two, animal tissue. Right? So how many type of tissue we have to understand? Two type of tissue, that is animal tissue and plant tissues. You can also make notes what I am writing here. Firstly, we will discuss there are two categories of tissue. Category of tissue. Two. Number one, simple tissue, and number 2, compound tissue. Simple tissue and compound tissue, right? First of all, we will move on the topic simple tissue. What do you mean by the simple tissue? The simple tissue is the group of similar type of the shape, size, function and structure of the cells. Means the group of cells which are performing same function, they are having same shape, they are having same size, right? So this is known as the simple tissues. If we talk about the compound tissue, simple tissue, cells group of cells have same shape, size and function. Thirty-four students are present. Sharad Kumar is present. Mehul Gupta. Mehul, why you are just connecting with the class 9th? Khushi Rastogi, Ojas, Ananya Rastogi, Anshika, Antriksh, Dhruv, Bhumi. Okay. Number of students are connected. I am very happy that you are this much concerned about the biology classes. So, dear students, so we have discussed till here about the category of tissue. Category of tissue, that is of two types, right? Number 1, that is simple tissue, and number 2, compound tissue. Simple tissue is a type of tissue in which group of cells have same shape, size and function. And if we talk about the compound tissue, then the compound tissue are the group of cells which have more than one type of cell, more than one type of shape, size and function of cell. Right? You can also send me message if you have any type of query or question, but later on. Right now just understand what I am telling you. Okay? Yes. So what about the compound tissue? Compound tissues are the type of tissues which have more than one type of shape, size and structure and function of the cells. Now let's come towards the next topic, that is plant tissue. Next topic is plant tissue. Yes. In your book, classification of plant tissue is given by the graphical representation. In your book, it is given. मैम आपकी वॉइस नहीं आ रही है. Dear students, just go in your network area. I am in Wi-Fi connection. Yes, I am in school. Search your network. Search your network. I am going to start the plant tissue, and first of all we will understand the two type of main, its classification. That is, plant tissue is mainly categorized into main two parts. Number one, meristematic tissue, and number two, that is permanent tissue. Let's focus over the meristematic tissue. What are meristematic tissues? The type of tissue which are having capacity to divide again and again. Means the type of cells which can divide, known as meristematic cells. And these meristematic cells forms meristematic tissue, right? These meristematic tissues are present on the top of the leaf and root. If we take the example of a plant body, then there are roots, and its upper body, it is called shoot. This is root part and this is shoot part. Shoot means stem. Shoot is the technical term of the stem, right? So we are just understanding the meristematic tissues. Meristematic tissues are capable in division. Means these cells get divided, and when these cells get divided, they created a group of the cells, and this group of the cell is known as meristematic tissues, right? What is the location of this meristematic tissues or cell? These are present on the tip of the shoot and tip of the root. From the diagram we are understanding that here the meristematic cells are present. Let's understand with the help of an example. If you want to observe meristematic cells or meristematic tissue, just take an onion bulb. Onion, we all have onion in our kitchen, right? So just take an onion and take one glass of water. One glass of water filled like this, it is a glass. And if we take onion, then we have to keep onion over this filled watered glass for few days. We will take it in the particular area where it will be safe. Then after 2 days, after 3 days, after 4 days, note it down in the observation. What you will observe, that the onion bulb is get started rooting and shooting. Rooting and shooting get started in that onion bulb. Means it grown up. What do you observe? There are the white part, roots just growing downwards into the water, and green part, that is shoot, is grown upward outside the water. That growing areas or growing region is called meristematic tissue. Sorry. Then we will also understand the structure of the shoot. Let's understand. If we take the structure of the shoot, it is like that. These are the new leaves growing, and these are the old leaves. Means if we further categorize this meristematic tissue, then it is further divided into 3 parts. That is, number 1, apical region, number 2, intercalary, and number 3, lateral region. How many regions are there? Apical region, number 2, intercalary region, and number 3, that is lateral region. Let's understand with the help of diagram. Where is the apical region? Apical means tip of the part. This is the apical region. This is the intercalary region, and this part is known as the lateral region. Right? We have discussed till there meristematic tissue. Meristematic tissues are the tissue meristematic tissues are the tissues which are capable in division, and these tissues are present on the tip of the shoot and root. And if we talk about the further categorize of the meristematic tissue, then this meristematic tissue is having further 3 parts, that is apical, intercalary, and lateral region. Now move towards the next type of tissue, that is permanent tissue. What is permanent tissue? First of all, its definition. Permanent tissues are the type of tissue which are not capable in division. Right? They will not divide. And if we will further explain, then sorry, these tissues, permanent tissues, are further are of 2 types. First of all, let's write its definition. Not capable in division. Permanent tissues. What What is the main difference between the permanent tissue and meristematic tissue? Meristematic tissues are capable in division and permanent tissues are not capable in division, right? And here the next point is that how many categories the permanent tissue have? Two main categories. Number one is simple permanent tissue, and number two is complex permanent tissue. Before getting start the simple permanent tissue and complex permanent tissue, we will discuss about the something about the location and function of the permanent tissue. In the meristematic tissue, they are present on the tip of the shoot and the root, and the permanent tissue, they are present in the main stem, right? They are present in the stem part and various in function also. They are having different functions. We will discuss all the simple permanent tissue and complex permanent tissue in detail, right? And now, if we talk about the function of the meristematic tissue, then these meristematic tissues are helpful in the growth of the plant, right? How much the growth will take place, this depends on the meristematic tissue. That is why they are called the dividing tissues. And the permanent tissues are helpful in the various activities like ascent of sap, descent of sap, the girth of the plant and the age of the plant, how we just consider the age of the plant. These all are from the permanent tissues. Here we will discuss in detail simple permanent tissue and complex permanent tissue, right?